expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Man, I can't calm down, it's only up from here. I can't shake this hell off, yeah, I know it's real. When I'm seeing tone, people tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. I'm fading in the spirit, my vision kinda blurred. I'm feeling kinda woozy, I'm fading in the spirit, my vision kinda blurred. I'm feeling kinda woozy, yeah. Come on, Jesus Christ, tell me what's the deal. I'm feeling kinda dizzy, and ain't pop the pill. I'm high on cloud nine, and I'm feeling fine.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? I can't even muster up the what's going on because there's just so much to talk about tonight. First off, rest in power to take off part of the Migos group. We got word this morning right before we got on the 514 online mix that he had gotten killed, had a crap gang, uh, shooting dice. And I mean, the story's still developing. We are definitely going to be talking more in depth about that. But welcome, everybody to the show. If you are watching right now, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you also are subscribing to the Evening Rush Network and share this with somebody and give us a call. Call in and talk to us. Join the conversation. We're going to be talking about takeoff. We're also going to be talking about the unfortunate death of, and I want to make sure I'm pronouncing his name right. Is it DeVito?
DeVito, yeah.
DeVito, a Nigerian artist. His son, 3 years old, passed away. And then there was this mass shooting in Chicago yesterday.
Yeah.
14 people. Man, what is going on, bro, in this world?
Yeah, man. I seen that. I seen that in my feeds. I didn't get a chance to tap into that at all. Because the takeoff then took off, and I was in my emotions and all that, so I couldn't really check out all my prep work that I get on my emails every morning for the show, and it's just heartbreaking. It's never when it's going to end, when it's going to stop. When we going to, you know, us as a people teach one and make right decisions, and you know, there's a lot of things I can say, but I'm not going to on the platform. But because behind the scenes, we know us being from where we from, where we grew up from in our environment. I mean, certain things don't sit right with me on certain things when you get the story, when you get the information and all that, and then you put two and two together, and 4 and 4 is 8. It is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? And then you get in your emotions with it, and you know what I mean? And now is the thing that everybody's talking about now is that I think need to be talked about, and it's all over social media. There's going to be a war with this Atlanta Houston thing. Like, come on, man! Don't
Yeah,
we,
like
we've been through that with the East Coast West Coast situation. Don't
yeah, we
you know?
can't. We can't. Chuck D was going to be on TMZ. I was watching the news right before I got on, and I missed the one. He was going to be on TMZ, and it's man, I don't even know what to say about this. I mean, 28 years old, I literally can be his mom.
Yeah,
Just as a parent, my having your child taken away from you, and his future was looking so bright. They just released a project. Him and Quavo just released a project, and the bad thing, and I want you to tap in on this. Let me ask you this, bro. Do you believe that as an artist, many times if you don't take off, you know, through to the public, you don't take off in the mainstream. Sometimes, like a Nipsey Hustle, your work is seen more after you're deceased. Like this
yeah.
project is probably going to take off.
That is
It's
going.
probably going to take off.
It's going to be number one album for a while. It's going to be the number one album. It's going to do what it do because of the situation that people miss. That's the way they say I miss you.
Mm,
When they you know, promote and market your brand after you go to the most high. You know what I mean? And that's the way, that's how we grieve. That's how we, us in the culture of music, pop culture, period. That's how we grieve. We grieved on Prince. We grieved on
Mhm.
Michael. We breathed on Pac and Biggie. We breathed on Nipsey. We breathed on any, we that's what we do. We grieved on all that and all of the artists, man. It's like, you know what I mean? It's just that's just the way we say thank you. That's the way we say we miss you. You know what I mean? So that's why those things
Yeah.
happen when you reach a certain level in your
Yeah.
career.
Welcome, OG Mon. Welcome, welcome.
Hey.
Hey, do you think
Hey,
that
the Joker.
Hey,
do you think that people appreciate the artist more, or now it's like, oh well, let me see what he was all about,
a
and
little bit
then
of both. It's a little bit of both. Yeah, because
yeah,
I didn't know a lot of these cats, a lot of these drill rappers. I don't listen to drill music too much. I love the talent, I love the culture, but that's not my cup of tea. That listen, my go-to listen to every day. But when
yeah,
I'm in a situation like in the club or at a showcase and the DJ playing it, that's my turn to check it out. Like let me see what Pop Smoke was about. Let me see what you know what I mean, and I see and I
yeah,
not judge it from there. Um, but yeah, that's how you do know people gonna be like, let me check them out because everybody gonna be talking about it. Um, that generation of music is my kids' generation of their music going to high school and stuff. So they more in tune of that's their thing.
mm-hmm,
Us as parents, we get in where we fit in with it. We like a certain
right,
songs I like certain songs. From the Amigos, I like about five amazing songs I like from Amigos that's it's on my playlist. But if I was just a whole project, I don't they ain't my cup of tea. I'm old school hip hop,
me
boom
too,
bap,
me
R&B.
too.
So what I'm saying. But I respect the culture and it's good music, definitely
They
good
did a
music.
lot for the culture. OG Mon,
Yeah,
thank you for joining us. We are talking about the unfortunate death of Takeoff, part of the Migos. Um, and then Davido's, he's a Nigerian artist. His son drowned, 3 years old. So we're just having a conversation right now, just talking it through. It's so unfortunate. Like I 28 years old. I can't even
yeah,
wrap my mind around the emotions that family is going through right now.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah, man.
he's our kids' age. He was our kids' age
Hmm.
as a parent. Imagine your child doing so well. I mean, he's reached for the stars and surpassed the ceiling that was already made there for him because they grew up in Atlanta and not the
Hmm.
best parts of Atlanta. So
That's a
he
fact.
did what he was supposed to do to get out of that and still unfortunately was shot
It's,
down.
as like I say a lot on this platform, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Um, because they the right time right now. But down the line, I will bring up some things. When things die down a little bit, and then I can really express myself what need to be said. I'm not. But how I feel, I'm not the only one. Me and Don talked a little bit behind the scenes before we got on here, and he agrees the same. So it's like it's things that need to be addressed in certain situations so this won't happen again to another loved one, another artist, another, you know what I mean? One of
Mm-hmm.
our peoples and families and friends. And you know what I mean? There's certain things got to be addressed. Some things got to be on the forefront, you know what I mean? And it got to be, talk with authority with it too. You can't be nice about it because this is something serious. And, you know what I mean? He's very talented dude. I can't say I met him personally a couple of times before he was take off. Coming up in the game and doing his thing and living down south in Atlanta for 13 years. So I done ran into him a couple of times, going to the P Brown ATL record pools to, you know what I mean? And it's like he's been around trying to do what he do, then doing mixtapes and all that in that nature and playing football and doing amazing athlete and them things. But so it hit me a little bit different, me knowing him and seeing him grow up and seeing him blossom to where he's at now. So It hit me a little bit more different than any other body that's in the game that left. You know.
It seems like, and I was watching the news again, and they were saying that rap is becoming one of the most deadliest professions to be in. Would you agree?
I definitely
Would both
agree.
of you agree? OG
I
Mo, you
definitely
agree?
agree.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
You know.
Especially now, like you know, um, a lot of people are struggling, and they may look at the celebrities as a quick fix, a target,
Mm,
rob them, take what they
mm.
got, because it always seemed like that's what happens. They come to the hood and get robbed and get killed and become a victim, right?
That's right.
And it's
I
sad.
agree.
It's very sad. It's very, 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 very sad.
You shouldn't. You should not have to sacrifice paying homage to a place that you grew up in. You shouldn't be afraid. Like I refuse to be afraid of my own kind. But unfortunately, that is, and this has nothing to do with Takeoff's death. We don't know who shot him or what happened. All
Right.
types of things. I'm in general,
Mm-hmm.
in general. I don't want to be afraid to go on the east side of Buffalo and be afraid that, certain streets you're going to be shot at, or, if you're sitting in your car, like certain things should not be a thing. It just
But it
shouldn't.
is. It is.
You shouldn't have to be afraid. But one thing
Right.
I tell people all the time: don't be afraid, but move different.
Move different. Move cautious.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
mean, you just got to move a little different. Like me and you had the conversation before, Vette Green, that we had conversations. When we come from out of town and I come home, I do all the posting when I'm on the plane back.
Yeah, you got to move different. You
Yeah, you
really
got
do.
to.
You can't
You
let
know,
everybody know.
I,
Do you? Let me ask you both this: when you are driving, do you look in the mirrors
all
Absolutely.
day, all day,
all day long?
all day. Got to. You got to be vigilant everywhere you go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's anywhere. That's just the hood. You know.
Sometimes I even throw my backup camera on.
Yeah,
Hmm.
You got to be aware. You got to be alert.
yeah.
I was sitting at the store one day and I was about to get out. A guy walked up to my truck and tried to open the door and get in. I remember I told you.
Oh my God, that
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah. I was at the gas station at Delta Sonic. And before I can even put the car in, my truck was the type, soon as you hit the gear, it locks the doors, you know. And I was about to, I had to turn the car on, all of this stuff. Out of habit, before I even put my seatbelt on, I'm locking my car doors. Habit.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
This guy
Soon as I get
comes
in the
up at
car.
Delta Sonic, tried to open my passenger door. Yeah, he tried to open the passenger door. And then I'm looking at him, he's beaming on my window. I'm like, what? So yeah, from those two separate I don't really nah.
Yeah. I
Nope.
even
Black people,
when I'm
we
leaving
be our
out somewhere,
own.
I have my key out, so the key is actually pointing. So if somebody comes my way, I'll jab you in the eye or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm,
Don't drop your keyboard. Don't drop
mhm,
that key.
mhm.
But it's
Right.
sad to say that a lot of these occurrences of people losing their life is usually black on black. And that's super sad.
I'm,
Mhm.
I'm,
The amount of jealousy and hatred in this generation is ridiculous.
and it's
It
for
really
their
is.
hard work. I
Yeah,
don't, I don't, I applaud people who've made it to that point, who've
absolutely.
broken past those
Absolutely.
ceilings that were placed
Yep.
on top of us. I
Yep.
applaud those people because
Me
those are an
too.
example that we can do it. So I don't get the hate and the jealousy. I, because I don't function in that space. I never
Right.
have functioned in that space, so it is very very challenging for me to be there. But to take a life,
Yeah.
You know, like the unfortunate death of Nipsey. Like this guy, because he was jealous of the people loving on him.
Yeah.
As if you don't have that same chance. The one thing that I do know about the universe, God, whatever you want to call him, he gives us all equal chances. Yes, we some of us have circumstances surrounding us that may take us a little bit longer to get to that point, but
Absolutely.
we have
the same
chance
24 hours in a day.
The same, Simone, the same.
Hello.
365. It's what we do with it.
That's right.
Yeah. They want to sleep and sleep and plot. Wake up with hate on the heart. How can you wake up with hate on your heart?
It's a lot of that going on.
That means
okay, how can you just wake up mad?
Your heart?
How do you wake up mad?
Can't do it.
Right. How do you just wake up like, you know what? I'm going to kill this person. I'm about to rob this. How can you? How? You're not thinking about the child you're taking that man away from, the mother, the people that love that person, the sisters, brother, whoever. Whoever. Just because you don't have love within your circle don't mean that I won't be missed.
Right.
That's sick.
Yeah, man.
You know, any loss of any, I don't care who it is. That loss is felt somewhere.
Yes, it is.
If it is nothing but the man in the store that's used to giving you your coffee every morning, somebody gonna miss you.
Yeah,
that's right.
There's
you know, but then they get on the wrong people about the wrong stuff instead of tighten up where it really matter. They want to put attention in the wrong areas. You know, focus on what. Look at what's happening in the community of. I'm not just gonna say blacks, but it seems like we're affected more now.
Yeah.
Our race is being targeted.
Yeah.
It is.
That's where the attention needs to be.
It is. And, and they deflect. They're able to deflect us from even realizing that we should not be living like this. So they put all of these things in the news to keep us pacified and not stressing about where we're living at. And then they put things in the news or they'll give us, I'll even add this to it. They keep us pacified by giving us extra things, you know, like they give us extra. So we
extra
don't have
food stamps, stimulus and all of that.
Extra stimulus, to keep us pacified.
Free Wi-Fi.
Right. That's right. That's right. Yes, right.
Yeah. And it's a bigger picture behind us, and we're not even paying no attention.
Okay.
They passing these new little laws, and we're not paying no attention because
let me add the last ingredient to it: social media.
Media. People before they even call the police, they got their camera out recording stuff.
Come on, man.
You don't even have the police on the way, but you letting you on your Facebook Live showing somebody laying on the ground taking their last breath.
Let me speak on that. Speak on that a little bit. Instagram got to do better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Instagram got to do better. I strolling it. I ain't want to see that, man.
Mm-hmm. No,
see that man on the ground bleeding and shaking.
Oh, come on.
8 different angles, at least 8 different angles.
Yeah, yep.
Of 8 different phones.
Pick them up. I saw them trying. TMZ blurred it out, but other outlets like you can go on Twitter. It's
the Instagram was the worst. I seen it 30 times in 2 minutes.
Yep. Facebook
unbelievable.
Too. Facebook
unbelievable.
On there searching.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, they're trying to
share it.
People are on here.
You know what's so sad?
With a hashtag?
Let me go on Facebook and let me attack the community. I'm not gonna say the letters. We already know. Let me attack that community. My page is getting blocked. But I can go and upload somebody taking a last breath, showing videos of how it happened and everything, and it won't even get blocked. There's no way that should be online. It's not. I'm sorry. And if it is online, their page should be blocked. That's all. That's a very unfortunate incident. But to see you seeing it before his family is probably even notified. Before a lot of these people, families are notified, you seeing this stuff happening. And that's not, come on, why would you want to find out through there?
It's just, my thing is, some things you just don't do.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Some things you just don't post up at that time. You can have the video, but don't post it up. Give it to law enforcement or something like that, in that nature. But
Absolutely.
don't post it up just to get cool
Likes and
points and
views.
likes
Yep.
and views and like bait. That's unbelievable. That's
Yep.
unbelievable. That's no, man. You know what I
No
mean? It's like
discretion.
you disrespecting everybody across the board. His family, us as a people, and you know what I'm saying? Sitting there, the one dude that had it, he was laughing. What are you laughing about? That got my. I'm like, I turned off my social media. I
Yep.
probably won't stroll for the rest of this week. I do my basic thing I gotta do, and I'm out the way. I don't got time to be seeing none of that.
Yep. 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 There's no respect. No, none.
Yeah, yeah.
None.
It's like so it's like when them things happen like that, man. I don't have time to oh, let me go ahead and put this. Let me go ahead and put this up, and let me go ahead and see if I can share this and give me some cool points. Like that stuff, it hurt me bad because I'm like, what if that could have been my son? What that could have been
Absolutely.
somebody
Absolutely.
and I know and I met
That's
him
right.
before he was takeoff. So it's like me knowing his family and meeting them just for a moment, how they're thinking, how his dad thinking, how his mom, his brothers, his sisters, his family. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like that's unbelievable. I can't do it. I can't
Yep.
do it. I'm gonna be off social media probably for the rest of this week. I probably won't do too much posting. Um, just to let y'all know, because I just can't see that. It just I'm come on,
It's a
man.
lot.
Guess his mental health is crazy, man. I can't trigger that.
It
It's a
really
lot.
is.
Yeah, I
It
can't trigger
really
that.
is. You
I
know?
am sorry about that, you guys. I don't know why my phone and everything. I'm like, oh my god, who does not know I'm on the show right now? Family.
Mhm.
Unc,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Saeed, if you're watching.
yeah,
Phone just
yeah.
was ringing.
That's right.
This has been a day. This has
Yeah,
definitely been a day. It's not even a full moon.
yeah. It's
Not
a
even a
tough
full
day. Real tough day for me. Doing the show this morning, I was behind the scenes in tears, and I just couldn't. What I mean, I couldn't do what I wanted to do. I couldn't even, jam out like I wanted to jam out. What I mean, I had an amazing playlist too, and I appreciate the bro mics and everybody adapting to what's going on real quick. Unexpectedly didn't know what was going on, and just tap into what's good to for the platform. 514 they tapped in so good and jumped in and did what they did, the whole team, and this is necessary. But like I said, I really want to say a lot more things, but I can't say it until everything died down.
Yeah.
Gotta
And
wait
then
till
we
it
can
all
then
unfolds.
we can do another show on the recap of the recipes death of takeover,
Yeah.
and takeoff. But it's like it's just right now I just can't really express myself like I want to. So
One of the things, and this is not factual. This is something that they were talking about, that because there was a shootout, that they will need to determine who actually shot him. It could have been someone from his camp, and it could have been someone from the other camp. So this is definitely going to be something that I'm paying attention to. It's very,
yeah,
very unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. Just
yeah,
thinking if it was, and again, this is not facts. This is something that they were discussing because it was a shootout.
part of
Again,
the
I'll say
investigation.
this,
Yeah,
yes, it is a part of the investigation. This happened in a very public area. It was like a mall type setting. There's lots of cameras. There's going to be a thorough investigation on this. It's probably going to take weeks before we know what really
hmm,
happened, because they have to pull cameras. They have to talk to the individuals that were there. That this was it was caught on camera. All of this information, they have to do a thorough investigation. And I just pray that whatever happened, that the people closest to him have the strength to deal with these next coming weeks, because it's going to be
yeah,
that grief is real.
mm,
Those 5 stages of grief are real. They him and Quavo just released new music. They were
hmm,
celebrating that. They were down there
Mhm.
celebrating Jay Prince's birthday. No,
Yeah.
they had cause for a celebration. He should not be here right now. So, respect to the family, much
Yeah.
respect to the family,
Yeah.
because you're in the public eye. We're talking about it. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate. You won't be able to grieve. The way.
Peacefully.
Yeah, peacefully,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Oh man. And it's tough.
Yeah.
But you know,
Then we
it
had the
is what it is, man.
14. Did you guys notice that they're reporting a lot of these shootings as mass murders now?
Yeah.
The mass shooting. So there was a mass shooting
In Chicago, right?
in Chicago. Yeah, 14. I just want to make sure that I'm reporting on this correctly. Yeah, 14 injured. Yeah, 14 shot, including 3 children, in a drive-by shooting in Chicago.
Mm.
Yeah, 14. It's I have spoken to a lot of people, a lot of people. That God gave me this so I can relate to and empathize with a
Mm.
lot of people,
Mhm.
and talking with people who have been in shootouts.
Mhm.
It's traumatizing.
Yeah.
I had one guy say, when you're in a shootout and you are one to survive, and you look at all the bullets, the bullet holes in the doors and wherever it is you are, the cars, that is traumatizing, because you go through this process like, damn, that could have been me.
Mhm. All
That
day.
could have been me.
That's a
I know
fact.
we all know people who have lost a brother or some family member
Mm-hmm.
untimely to a shooting.
Mhm.
I was just saying, my nieces and nephews' dad was murdered last year sometime around this
Mm.
time. Last year, still
Yeah.
unsolved.
Yeah.
These murders, we don't. Somewhere down the line, we stopped looking at each other as humans,
Yeah.
and we
That's
began
right.
to look at each other as a come up.
That's why it's
Just
important to move different. And
Absolutely.
I don't know how much I got
Not
to
really though. You know
keep
why?
inclusive. You got to move different.
That guy didn't move weird. It
mm,
seemed like he was out the way. He stuck
Mhm.
to himself. He was never in the limelight.
Mhm.
they
They
said
said
he
he
was the
wasn't even
quiet one.
involved in the game.
Mm.
And look at what happened.
Yeah.
So sometimes you could be out the way and look at
Yeah, it could to search the situation still could have been avoided.
yeah, yeah,
That's why I can't speak on it. Like I want to speak on it down the
yeah.
line. I will. You'll understand me later on down the line. But when you in a certain situation, you're in a group or you're in a certain type of settings, you still have decisions. You still have choices.
Mm,
You know what I mean? And when you know a certain person or you know how they move or how they do, it's up to you to make that decision, no matter how cool you are.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
You want
Like
to feel
same thing
comfortable.
with the podcast y'all need to watch. My man Meth podcast, uh, expert opinion podcast. Meth said, sometimes you have a person in your little clique or your crew or your rap group, uh, the the effort man. You know what I mean? Oh, you don't supposed to be in the mall right now yelling like that, man. Effort, man. We got one of those in our crew. You got one of them in our
Always does
family
it.
that we grew. We got one of them effort mans, effort
They
womans.
don't have anything to lose.
Yeah.
Right,
Don't have no cares in the world. Nothing to lose. That's the worst
right,
type of person to be
right.
around, when they are carefree,
That's
careless,
what I'm
nothing to
saying.
lose, and you have
Exactly.
everything on the line.
Mhm.
But now we got to make a decision. That's your cousin. That's your home girl. That's your homeboy you grew up with. That's the effort man. But now it's time for you to make a decision. Like that's the effort man. Every time we go around Tyrone,
Mm.
he wanna act crazy. Now I mean y'all when y'all going to the movies, I go to the movies next week with my other home girl. I'm not going with Tyrone because he acted extra. He act extra every time we go out. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that is a question. Where was the security? You know
Right.
what? All the videos and stuff that they posted before, I don't think they were just out doing normal
Normal.
things.
Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna tell you what the security was at. When the guns firing, they was running. If I was
Silly.
security, I'd do the same thing. I ain't mad at them.
Mm.
I would
What?
have ran too. Because number one, they don't have armed security in the mall, but the
Oh,
police.
they
You
need
have
to
the
give some of
police.
they
You
need to
got
give some of these army veterans or military veterans
guess
security
what?
jobs.
But guess what though? Guess what the owner of the mall gonna say?
What?
It costs too much.
Too
Wow.
expensive.
Wow.
Have a budget in there then.
Right. Right. Right.
You got this,
Pay them something.
you got this
They
company
love
over
that.
here. Salute to that company. Salute to that security company, whatever that company is. Salute to y'all. Y'all do business. Y'all do the job that y'all can do without the pistols. Cool. I respect that. But at the end of the day, as the owner of the mall, establishment, the bar, club, or whatever it may be, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Put that in your budget with a plan. Trust me, if a shooter shoot up the Fed building or the rap building downtown, I bet you're gonna have a plan,
Mm-hmm.
and they're
They
gonna
sure
have a high
will.
and they're gonna have a high budget plan
They sure will.
to where
Quick.
you can't while you outside in the line, they gonna fish everybody like everybody going to jail just to make
Absolutely.
sure that building is safe. So they can use that same concept, but they don't want to spend the money. You know what I mean? Because you know why? They don't get a tax break on that.
Mm.
Everything that goes on in business comes with a tax break. Then they'll do it. There's no tax break in that. Saying we're not gonna put that in our budget when we're not gonna get nothing back from it. But save a life. But you ain't worried about saving a life. Come
Right.
get real, man. That's unbelievable. I do security. Before I stopped working, couldn't work anymore, and I do what I do full time. I was a security guard.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come right back. Make sure if you are watching right now, even if you're watching a replay, hit that like button, share it, and make sure you are subscribing to the Evening Rush Network. And if you are interested in having a podcast, hold one moment. You'll have the information. We'll be right back.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
I don't know about welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on Think and Grow with Vette Green. Make sure again you're hitting that like button. That does count. It shows that you appreciate us because we surely appreciate you. Hit
Mhm.
that like button, share, and make sure you are subscribing to the Evening Rush Network. Okay, that way you can get reminded of all the great shows once they come on. I'm telling you, there's some really good shows on here. One of my favorites is the Queens of NYC and Sex, Love, and Alcohol. That is my Friday. I sit after I get off my show, I get on my couch, get my 420 friendly, and
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and I and I sit back and watch Sex, Love,
You,
and
Get
Alcohol.
you along, Pat.
I got my delivery already. Pre rolls, baby.
I had to throw
Mother
something in there.
strand.
And my mood's been so crappy today. I had a
Yeah,
doctor's appointment over on the west side, over in North Buffalo.
yeah,
Over there, it's shining and bright, and I mean it was beautiful.
yeah.
I get on the 190 as soon as I pass over where you meet the Peace Bridge. It's all gloomy and stuff coming back out here. I'm like, what is going on? Of course I am, bro. I don't know what you thought. I'm
420
always
friendly.
talking about it.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, then that's the mental health medicine right there.
That's
You
that
better stop
mental. Yes,
playing.
it is.
That keep
Yes,
me
it is.
grounded. That keep me focused. That keep me, it stopped me from doing some crazy things too. So I just we keep it real, 100.
Nice sleep.
How I am. Oh yeah, yeah. Because a brother like me is crazy. I'm not
Yeah,
afraid to
the
say
doctor's always trying to put you on
that.
all types of medications and
Yeah, I'll
stuff,
let you people know
man.
in a minute, boy. Yeah, I know sit sometimes, but I gotta have my medication. You know what I mean? So my Wiz Khalifa.
Mm-hmm.
But-
Marriage of Wana.
yes, indeed. Yeah, we got all types of names for it. Your cat
Right.
our bus. you know.
That ain't
So
fair.
we
Y'all
gotta
got me
laugh.
sitting there feeling all awkward. I don't even.
I know. That's all right. We got
you,
some wine for you, niece. We got some wine for you.
you got some red wine for you.
Okay, fair
Mhm.
enough.
Yeah, we gotta laugh. This has just been one of them days, man.
Yeah, it was
Was
very,
trying to
very
shake the
tight day.
funk. The
Yeah,
weather
real
was
tight day.
matching my attitude. Man, it was
Mm,
really matching. You couldn't even tell it rained on the west side today. Up on
mm.
North Buffalo, up there past Hurdle. You couldn't even
Yeah.
tell it rained. It was beautiful outside. I'm like, wait a minute. When did it get like
Hmm.
beautiful outside? Because out this way,
Yeah.
it's cloudy and
It's
rain.
always been nice out there in North Buffalo though. Especially in the South Towns, it gets all gloomy by the water. But North Buffalo always had a nice little vibe. Even when it's snowing, it has a good vibe to it. Cause
Yeah, that's
yeah, I
just
used to
how
live
it
on
was,
Hurdle.
bro. You can see
Yeah,
the clouds and stuff, the fog over the water. And
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
by the water, so you
yeah,
can see the clouds. I'm like, dang, I can't get out this mood. And it's
yeah, man.
yeah,
When you by that water, by the Peach Bridge over there, yeah, that's a whole different type of vibration over there, man. When it comes to the weather, it's like
yeah,
But when it get hot out there, it get hot. That's when in the summertime, it does what it does. But when the fall come, it just bipolar to the mug, man. You don't know what you gonna
man,
come out
this
and
weather
see.
has been crazy.
Yeah,
It has been you don't know how to dress. And
yeah.
then wait a
Yeah.
minute, y'all. I saw a bee this weekend. It is freaking November.
What?
Ooh.
I saw a bee. Like the bee's still out looking for
Yeah,
food. That means it's
yeah,
gonna
he
be
was.
a cold winter.
That was Super B right there. That was the Queen Bee or something. I don't know.
Bee.
He was outside with a mask on and everything.
He was like, we need more food.
Yeah,
I was like, that's a bee. What is going on?
he,
It's about to be
he,
November.
he had a Sherlin on and all that. He wasn't playing no games. He said, I'm
Had his
outside.
Bills hat on, bro.
All that. Took to the side. So he said, I'm about to get this pilot. I don't know what y'all doing.
Okay.
The world is off, bro. I'm telling you, the
Yeah.
world is off, going
Yeah,
crazy. I'm like, what is going
yeah.
on?
Yeah, I didn't have some situations like that in Buffalo. I remember one time we was living on Kermit back in the day and it was snowing outside. It wasn't really snowing, it was like sunny outside. It was like in between like going into the spring, maybe late February, but it snowed like that day before, maybe 12 inches, and then the sun was out and it's still kind of briskly cold. Well, man, I went in by the front door. Then you know how them houses on the east side there with the hallway. In the hallway to look for the mail, check for the mail. Man, I seen a whole fly just. I'm like, what? A whole fly. Just a move. I said, me gonna come out here in this cold. You finna go outside. I'm not messing with you.
Chilling. It was trying to get some heat too. Let me
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Let
Flew
me
right past,
in.
flew right past me. I'm like, what? It had to be at least about 32 degrees outside. The sun was
Man.
out though. The sun was shining and bright, everything. But you could see like the little crystals in the snow. That's how that sun was pretty and all that. But shoot, it was cold out there. Don't let that sun fool you. You had to go out there and you better him up on the neck. Shoot, that hawk could hit you.
I know I heard that we supposed to be getting some. This is crazy. Hang on, you guys. I'm so sorry. I heard that we are supposed to be getting some really, have a really bad winter.
Yeah, it's about that time. Last year wasn't too bad, was it? In Buffalo?
No, it
No.
hasn't been. It actually, I was in Chicago. It was actually Chicago got more snow last winter than Buffalo did.
Buffalo did, yeah, yeah. I know
Chicago got.
the Buffalo was real bad when around the pandemic. That winter was kind of tough. Because
Mm-hmm.
I was in Indianapolis then. I was living in Indianapolis during the pandemic before I moved here to Albuquerque, and
Mm. Oh,
even
you weren't
Indiana
far
had a
from
lot of
me.
snow. Yeah, I was in Indianapolis. I was in that town. That's a whole nother show. Uh,
I got to go up there at the end of the month for a conference.
yeah, Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that town. We know we're at downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, downtown is pretty cool, but the people, that's like I said, it's another show. Um, I got
Yeah, you
family
got
there. My grand,
yeah.
yeah, my grandmother's sisters and all them down there. My great aunts and down there, and we got a big old family out there. Got family that's married in. What I'm saying, married into Mike Epps' family, and got to be married into Vivica Fox. Vivica Fox aunt designed my cousin's drapes because she does like art and stuff. She did her curtains. That is so pretty. African curtains. They're very
Mm,
pretty. Yeah, yeah,
that sounds pretty.
yeah.
What are
It
you
was
guys
good.
watching on television?
Whew. I'm mostly a Netflix and Hulu lately, but uh, only thing I've been watching pretty much is The Masked Singer, which ain't coming on this week until Sunday. I've been on my Masked Singer bag. That's pretty interesting, very entertaining for me. But besides that, I'm Hulu, Netflix. I'm podcasts.
Yeah.
Information. Always learning. Always. Music and whatever. What the hot movies that come out? I only watch movies until after football season.
Yeah. Well, there's a movie that's coming that actually I believe is dropping Friday. And we're gonna have Chevy Gang Cass on there.
Okay.
He wrote the title track. I don't know if you guys caught the interview that we did with him. What was it, about a month ago? Maybe a little bit longer than that, Don. We had the interview with Chevy Gang Cass, and he told us that he had submitted his track for this movie, but he couldn't let it,
Yeah.
let the cat out the bag, and he was picked. So when you
Yeah.
guys go see the movie The System, Chevy Gang
Okay.
Cass, who's going to be on the show this Friday, he wrote the title track, the opening. So big
Okay.
shout
That's what's
out
up.
to him and Jack Kafer. Both of them are going to be on the show. I love those two because
Hmm.
they're so supportive of each other. So
Yeah.
they so supportive of each other, and they aren't
No
even a
doubt.
group.
That's
They
what's
aren't
up.
even a group. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I
he's
guess I
gonna
got
come
tuned
and
into
talk
that.
about that. Yeah, he's gonna come and talk about that on Friday, and Jack Kafer is gonna be on with him because they actually just released an album maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. If you are listening, go to Chevy Gang Cast, and it's Chevy Gang CAS, his page. The way they did their music, so it was 10 tracks they released over a 10-week period, and each time they released a track, they did cover art for it. So if you
Hmm.
look at their page, it's each of the cover arts for the
Okay.
it's beautiful, and he actually they did the same thing for this track of the system. um, so yeah, make sure you guys look at their pages. Very, very good marketing. The Joker,
Yeah. No, no doubt.
you would
No
definitely
doubt.
probably give them a thumbs up on that.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely in especially near the end of the year. I'm gonna be doing a lot of marketing pop-ups to get people to know that everything is changing. I'm getting these emails talking to one of the guys today that was on my page on Instagram, and it's so much thing that's going on with these platforms now, um, and everything. So it's like I'm definitely going to give insight of what's really going on because things is changing. And it's going to be a little tougher to do marketing. It's going to get to the point you have to, you're going to have a marketing manager to really launch because you can look at your page now, seeing how everything's changing. As far as the algorithm and everything, they switching everything up. It's going
Hmm.
to be more on the professional side, which I get it. I understand the grind. Um, and if you're not into marketing, you would never know what's going on. So that's why it's important for everybody to tune into 514 Online Mix in the morning because I'm giving you these tools and tips. So when things do adjust and move different on these platforms, you'll know exactly how to adapt to it. And you can also have questions to how can you bring it back where it was. And I respect the hustle. So the marketing game is going to be a change game for 2023. There's a
Hmm.
lot of new things coming out with these with the Hulus and the Netflix and stuff that I'm gonna be talking about at the end of the year. So it's gonna be a very interesting fourth quarter to definitely touch a game for a lot of these artists and businesses to actually doing something. It's getting to the point now you're gonna have to have pretty much a website to maneuver, not just social
Yeah.
media. And my mentor's been beating me in the head with that for years. Once upon a time, I had a website for what I was doing. I was in South Carolina. I didn't have one in years, but I'm in the process of doing a straight website with the pop-up show with the Joker and just put everything in one movement to where if you want to go to the social media, that's cool. But my goal is to get everybody to the website. So that's where it's getting at right now because of the algorithms and everything is
Definitely
moving with these
changing.
ads. Everything's changing
And
unless
you can
you
look at other
figure it
people's
out.
numbers and see that it's changing. Even some of the people that I follow, I
Hmm.
can see that their numbers are going because I watch numbers as part of my regular 9 to 5. Like
Hmm.
that's just part of, so it's ingrained in me to look at the
Numbers,
the
right?
demographics, to look at
Yes, right.
the numbers. It's right,
That's
that
right.
that'll tell you what you're doing right, what you're not doing,
Hmm.
so well. I don't want to say what you're doing wrong. It's just what you're
Right,
not doing so well.
right,
And I
right.
realized also that yeah, a website is needed. I was just talking to someone because that is my goal for first quarter
Yeah,
2023 is to
yeah,
launch my website. I
yeah,
launched a piece that I've been working on. This is another one of my babies, 50 her 51st dates.
yeah,
I think I talked to you guys
yes,
about it. So
yeah,
I went ahead and I
yeah. I've
set
seen
up
that.
the Instagram. I'm
Yeah.
not really active on it because I want it to be on a website. I want it to
Okay.
be part
Okay.
of a website.
Okay.
First quarter 23, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I've
No
already.
doubt.
It's expensive though, because I
Yeah.
want it a certain way. It's gonna be my vlog. It's gonna
And,
be,
and
me meeting me.
right. And I like what Instagram is doing because now you could connect more than one Facebook page to your movement now. So
Oh
that's
yeah.
different. That maybe can help your numbers come up better if you know how to maneuver that. And I'm talking to my mentors now. They saying that's going to be a little tough. They try to put together a strategy to see if it works, then bring it to the table. But I'm also trying to figure out and see what I can do too. But it's so much new thing is happening to your pages, especially the people that's been grinding like yourself. You know what I'm saying? Vette Green, to how your marketing, your strategies and stuff, and what you're doing. And
Yeah.
same thing with Don, what he's doing is excellent. So don't be discouraged if you see something change up or mess everything up that where you can't reach certain people and that nature. Even on the I did an email blast yesterday, and a lot of the emails came back because a lot of them getting that safety thing to where you know what I
The
mean.
spam.
They automatically saying that you're spam, but you're not because I know I'm
Mm-hmm.
not because I'm not using the CC. I'm using the BCC to where they don't see other people's emails. So
Mm-hmm.
it comes on a personal level.
Yeah.
And the way things change on that end, you might have to go back to using email company blasts, which I don't see that working to be do the same as me doing it. So I'm still learning. I'm gonna talk to Dorian about it. Like I said, I'm gonna sign up to one of his classes in the beginning of the year, the YouTube class to how to market better on there and the secrets and stuff like that. I'm gonna do a 6 week course with my man Dorian. Group 82. So Group 82 University, and so I'm in the process of getting that, going to get my
Process
education up on.
improvement.
Yeah,
Listen, I'm
just to
always
learn some things.
trying to improve what it is that I'm doing because I realize I am very intentional about this show. This is my baby.
Mm-hmm.
Think and Grow at Vet Green is something that helped me find me. It really is. It Think and Grow, like that's exactly what happened with me. I started thinking for myself. I stopped listening to other people or seeking validation outside of myself and
Mm-hmm.
started seeking
That's
validation,
right.
based on what the universe, God has already shown to me. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if he can take a woman who tried to take her own life 3 separate times, you know what I mean? If
Mm-hmm.
he could take a
Mm-hmm.
woman who was popping mad pills, drinking all types of stuff, like God,
Mm-hmm.
man, you can't tell me
That's
nothing
right.
about my father God because he knew
That's
who I
facts.
was a long time ago. It's me. So Think and Grow at Vet Green was me finding me
Yeah.
to get into that point, and her 51st dates is this is who I am and I love
Yeah.
me. You
No
take me
doubt.
for me. This is I am not changing
Yeah.
for nobody. Take
And
me for
also,
who I
I'm
am.
gonna throw a quick small little gem out there too that we might have to end up doing in also 2023 too. And I've been procrastinating on this for the whole year. I don't know if me and Dawn talked about this or not. I don't know. I don't talked to a lot of people about this, but it's different types of software that you can do a text blast with content templates to where it looks like an email. So when people click on their text, you'll get the text with the image and let you know what's going on. Like Vette Green, all your stuff on there and the links and all that, and tell you a little bit about a little small little thing about it and everything. So that might be the new wave for 2023 because I've been
I
doing some
see
research on this
that.
for a while,
A
and I'm
lot of
stuck with it.
businesses are doing that using
Yeah,
text.
yeah. And so I'm learning more on that end too a little bit. So in 2023, I'm gonna have a couple balls of fire in the marketing, man, to really help some people out, man. And I'm gonna test it out for myself and see how it worked for me, and then I can pass it on to help others. And then anybody want to take my little small course, we can make it do what it do. But my inner family, we always gonna behind the scenes see what we do to make things, just a wing it, have fun with it, see how things work and see how we can do to see if we can get like 3 or 4 more followers a day or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
OG Mon, what you got going on in that creative head of yours? What you got working on for 2023? Launching that business
I don't
where
want
you
nobody
you
to, I don't want nobody to
going setting
say.
up going setting up.
Yeah,
It's gonna
I
promote
feel
itself, so I gotta keep quiet.
I
yeah, no
feel you. I
doubt.
felt like that about her 51st days. It took me a while. I got so much material. I got over a year's worth of material for that. It's
Yeah.
just getting it out there. I've been sitting on it. God gave
See,
me that.
I love when I hear when you say you was prepping, you was
Oh, I've
doing.
been
That's
prepping,
the thing
bro.
I'm trying to
Man,
tell
you would be
people all the time. I'm coaching a couple people right now, and they have an idea, but don't have a layout for it.
yeah.
Then
Mm-mm.
when you have the layout for it, then you do the prep work for that layout.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like, you talk about something over and over again. Where's the prep work? It's more things could be done every day. And
Every
all
day.
yeah, every
That
day.
was my challenge to myself because I realized that number I am wearing a lot of hats on any given day. I have
Mhm.
two uncles and a mom, okay? That I
Mm-hmm.
am, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
I'm not going to not help take care of those people because those were the people in my life that helped take care of me. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I have to
That's
be
right.
there for them. I'm also a mom of 6 kids, and at any given day, I can have 4 children calling me back to back to back. So my time is really of essence.
It's right, right,
My
right, right,
sunshine call. I talk to my sunshine almost every day, and
right.
my oldest daughter, and my oldest son. I
Yeah,
talk to them almost every single day. And
yeah.
my two Geminis, they are my neediest children, but they are also they are they are
Yeah.
also the ones who, regardless of what, they go have my
Yep.
back. Not that the other one's not, but we
Yeah.
just have a different relationship.
It's
Me
a
and you
different type
talked
of
about
vibe.
this, OG Mon. It's
Yeah.
different with the first
Yeah,
kids.
That's
You know,
right.
but
that
then
was
you
my
got to make
first
time for
daughter.
me too. You
That's
make a
right.
time for me, you know.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah.
right. So it's different. So I realized that. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I started challenging myself to do a little bit for that particular piece every single
It
day.
might
Do a
be
little
some
bit,
days
little
that
bit.
you go to bed late, and some days you might, you know, stay up a little later or get up a little earlier sometimes. But and that's
Mm-hmm.
what I had to do when I was working my 9 to 5 at the time. I always find time in between, what I'm saying, spend time with the wifey, do what I gotta do around the house, do this and that, have meetings and stuff. So it's so much. Go to the gym, take care of the health. So it's like I had to
Fit
slowly.
in doctor appointments.
Yeah, 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 all that. And that's the thing I try to tell all the people that I'm coaching in the marketing 101 is I teach them you got to find that time. You got to sacrifice that time and you got to sacrifice time on other things too if you really want this to work for you because at the end of the day, there's going to be times when your business go to the next level where you're going to have to sacrifice time to keep that bag coming because guess what? You have payroll now. So,
Keyword
Hmm.
on sacrifice.
yeah,
You
so
have
you
to.
that's right.
I feel that many people are not willing to sacrifice, and it is a sacrifice. It is a sacrifice. You think I wouldn't want to just be going out having fun all the time, but no, I got to do my research. I want to be great. I
That's
got to
right.
do my research. I am in YouTube University. Didn't we talk about that? And I'm not
That,
just on YouTube
yeah,
browsing. I'm
yeah.
on there. I'm watching Oprah. I'm
Talk about
watching
that all
Cameron
week.
Hall.
That's all we
I'm
gonna fight
watching
on
Angie
for.
Martinez. Yeah, like
Yeah,
I'm watching the
yeah,
people, the women who I look up to, who I strive to be, compared to one day. I'm looking at them because I take this very, very seriously. I
yeah.
take this
Yeah,
very
OG Mo, you
seriously.
got to tune in to 514 in the morning because you might something that you might, to learn your tools. All week I'm teaching on 514 in the morning at 8 o'clock when at the top of the hour. Well, after bro Mike do his thing, I tap into learning your tools on the internet. What is your tools on the internet? Do you know how to reach those tools on the internet? So these are the important things that people need to understand, overstand to do when you want to use these platforms for your business. And we had a nice little small segment this morning. It's gonna be continued tomorrow morning, all the way to Friday. And yeah, we're gonna tap in that heavy. This might be an all month thing because this is the year, this is the month where everybody get ready to turn in the taxes for December for the year. And this is the time where the businesses is doing inventory and getting ready for the new year and get ready to do the
Get
things
your
we could do
goals
better.
together.
Yeah, yeah, no
Get your
doubt.
goals together. I
So
like to tell people because when you have goals in the new year, we go crazy when we drop them within January 3rd. It's like, oh, I failed. If you have a goal set for yourself, set that goal right now and start working on it. That way, when January comes, you just flow right into it. You're not even thinking that, oh my God, it's January 3rd and I already failed. No, if you set that goal right now, today, I always
mhm,
like to set my goals in November. November is my month.
mhm,
November, I like to set my goals for the next year because I
that's right.
realize me. That's another thing that I've worked on within me. I'm a
That's facts.
procrastinator.
That's
A
me. I
horrible.
pro- I procrastinate on things that's bigger than what I'm doing. Once I
Mm-hmm.
get into it and learn it, it's a small thing there, and I can work with it and I can
Yep.
build on it. But it's something new, like the texting thing I was talking about. That was a big thing. So I've been procrastinating the whole year. My mentor gave me the information, gave me the tools. I haven't used it yet. And he
See.
sometimes he'll come in my inbox. Sometimes we have a conversation. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Did you do that yet? Nah, brother.
Because we be trying to juggle so many things. That's why I started
Yeah.
focusing solely on the podcast. Of my mentors had told me I had taken a course with Lisa Nichols, and
Mm,
she had a around her. And what he has said was focus on one thing. This was earlier this year, I think it
mhm.
was. He said focus on one thing, or maybe late last year. And I started focusing on this, and I really didn't do much about the motivational thing. But now, I mean, because I like to motivate, so
Right.
but I found time to fit that in. But I'm still focusing on Think and Grow with Vette Green because she's going to grow. She's
Yeah.
going to grow. So what are you guys leaving our listeners with? Thank you everybody for joining again. This was just a conversation that we had. Sometimes we just need to, sit back and talk. Rest in power to take off. My entire heart goes out to that family. My entire heart goes out to that family. That's such
Definitely.
an unfortunate loss. That's a loss to the family. That's a loss to the culture.
Hmm.
It's just a great, great loss. So, OG Moan, what you want to leave the listeners with today? What things you want to drop into their plate, and hopefully it produces, multiplies for them. Is it lagging?
Look like it's.
Is it the Joker? You can go. Technology is so funny.
Oh, one thing. One thing. I might put this on the shirt too. I was just thinking about it. Move. Make sure your life move like chess, not checkers.
You know
I
what?
can't
That is too funny.
I can't hear you.
That's what we were. That's what I was saying. It's good. It's good. It's good.
It's the
Listen.
internet. Yeah, internet.
It's
Yeah.
always listen, man. The challenges that we face.
Yes. Yep.
The challenges that
Technology is
we
supposed to
face.
be easy, but it's tough. It
And I
definitely
look at it
tough.
like this: if it was easy, we wouldn't get rewarded for it. We get rewarded for the things that we keep pushing
Yeah,
to overcome the hard things. Don't stop just because it got hard. You better keep going.
that's a
You
fact.
better keep going, even if it's
Yeah.
the fight is within you. I
Yep.
realize my greatest fight, my greatest challenge, my greatest. Listen, you guys, listen. Come close, come close. I want to tell y'all something because
Yeah.
I had to find this out myself.
Yeah.
My greatest challenge that I have ever had to overcome is me.
Yeah. That's right.
It's me.
That's right. That's right.
Because I'm the one that wants to sit on the couch and not do anything because it's hard.
Hmm.
It is me. It is the
Yeah.
inner me that I am fighting
Yeah.
on a
That's
daily
it.
basis.
The enemy is
Once you get
enemy.
that, yeah, the inner
Hmm.
me is the inner me. And
Hmm.
once you come to terms with that and you realize that there's outside forces that, cause situations that may be challenging to overcome. But at the end of the day, y'all,
Hmm.
at the end of the day, for real, there
Hmm.
is nothing that comes to you that you can't overcome. My mama told me that.
Yeah.
My mama told me that.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's
That
right. That's right.
if it's brought to you, that means you can get through it.
That's right.
It ain't time to lay down and take them punches with your face covered like, no, I
Mhm.
don't want it. Heck yeah, you better jump your butt back up. I don't care
That's
if
it.
you come out with a black eye. Keep fighting.
That's it. That's it. Keep
You
going.
gotta keep fighting because the moment you stop, the moment you quit, is when your life will take a downward. It's
That's
gonna
right.
go down.
Move your life like chess, not checkers.
That's right.
Absolutely.
It's gonna go down, and it's nobody's fault but your own. I can
Yes.
count on my hands, my feet, the Joker's hand and feet, and OG Moan's hands and feet. We can even on the
Hmm.
number of times that somebody have stabbed me in the back, taken something
Yeah.
from me. But at the
Yeah.
end
Yeah.
of the day, I'm not gonna use that as to keep me down. I'm gonna use that as jet fuel. Okay,
Hmm.
see me at the top.
That's a fact.
See us at the top, OG Moan. See us at the top, the
Oh
Joker.
yeah.
Hello.
See us
That's
at
Hello.
the
it.
top.
We
That's
trying to
it.
get out of
Yeah.
eyesight.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We
Man.
beyond the eyesight.
Okay. Okay. So that's what I'm leaving y'all with. OG Mon, what you wanna leave the listeners with today? And make sure you like the button, hit the like button if you are watching this replay. Hit the like button right now, please, and thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah. Listen, y'all got 24 hours approaching. Use it well. Get y'all some
Mm,
money. Get your mind right.
Hmm.
Stop being a hater. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Don't worry about what Vette Green doing. Don't worry about what the Joker doing. Don't worry about what the Don doing.
Hmm.
The
That's
hate about
right.
your heart and get to that bag.
Hmm.
Period.
Listen, we needed that. We needed that.
Period.
One of them that them sounds that you be making, the
Yeah.
Joker.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
should
I
have
can.
dropped that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bring that
Yep.
24-hour beat.
Okay.
Right.
Right. Right. Right.
You felt
Get you
that
a
Yeah.
bag.
jazz?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
I don't have everything hooked up. I'm separated to. I can relax. 'Cause most of the time I stand up doing my show. So
Yeah.
because
Well,
Exactly.
the way the equipment is set up.
Yeah.
but we are going to leave you guys. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Think and Grow with Vette Green. Make sure you are here on Friday. We are having Chevy Gang Cass and Jack Kafer back on the set to talk about.
Mhm.
Chevy's going to be talking about the new movie, The System, with Tyrese Gibson and Terrence Howard. That is opening this Friday, I believe, in the U.S.
Okay.
He won the title track. Big
No
shout out
doubt.
to Chevy and Jack. You guys are
I
doing
can't
an
wait for that one. I can't wait to meet them.
awesome job.
No
Yes.
doubt.
Make sure you stream their music on Tuesday. We have Rose Gold Rails here on
No
Think
doubt.
and Grow with Vette Green. I believe it is the 8th or the 9th, one of those days. This
No
Tuesday
doubt.
coming up.
My man Rose.
And yeah, and tomorrow, you guys on 716 Live, I am sitting down with DJ Bandana Black.
Then the black. My
I'm looking
brother.
forward to that interview. It's been months come, man. It's been
Yeah.
months.
Yeah. That's a good dude. It's my
It's been
bro.
months. I like when interviews. I don't like that sometimes they take months, but I do like when I have had a very good pre-interview with somebody. And when I had the pre-interview with DJ Bandana Black, it was like, man, I love vibing with people who are on the same vibrational
Yeah.
pattern. Like when
Yep.
you meet somebody and you can relate so
Oh
well
yeah.
with each
Oh
other.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he has a story to tell him looking forward to sitting down and speaking with him tomorrow. So you guys, thank you again, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and come on back this Friday. We'll see you there, right on the stages of the Evening Rush Network. Love you, long life.
Yo, shout out to 716 Live, man. Keep rocking on. You heard me? Yeah. What's going on? 716 Live. I see we out here 716 is live. It's your boy Shice Buck. We out here 716 Live.
716 Live. Buffalo on a ride. 716 Live.
716 we lit. 716 we live. 716 that's it. Show you how we gon' ride. 716, 716, 716, 716, 716 we lit. 716 we live. 716 we live. Gotta hustle all day to survive. Ronnie got his own damn show now. Hit me up if you ever need a ride. Who real, who fake, you decide. Get it right, don't happen overnight. Make a plan that can change your life. But it's really gonna take you some time. The ask how I've been, I'm doing fine. The ask what I'm doing, never mind. I gotta go, I gotta skate, I'm on the grind. 716, pick a side. 716 on the rise. East side, west side, from the north to the south. More money, less violence, that's all it's about. 716, where the life is one's out. 716, my city drop bomb. 716, live.com on Thursday. We got the live show. He hit me up, yo, it's time to go. They don't believe him, it's time to show him. 716, we lit. 716, we live. You rockin' with Young Monty. I'ma show you how we lit. 716, we live. 716, that's it. Show you how we gon' ride.